guys, it's Macey
and Ashlee,
and today we are going to be reacting to your guys' Star Wars conspiracy theories / headcanons is kind of what I added, because I figured out when I asked you guys, like, I was trying to think of things and genuinely my mind went blank, and I was like, I'll just include headcanons in there because maybe that's a little easier, but theories are things that I just forget. Like, I'll think of something and I'll forget about it.
right?
So I asked you guys on our Instagram and YouTube. So, like always, if you want to be featured in episodes like this, you can just go follow any of those. They're in the description. I'm like, it's because I say it so much. But anyway, yeah, you can do that. So we'll be reacting to those. But is there anything to add?
Not really.
We don't really
have an intro. Which is fine.
I feel like it's fine because we get to the point, but I love how we say that we are pretty good at getting to the point and just starting the episode, but we also ramble all the time.
During the episode?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're so good at staying on topic.
No, we're not.
Us mentioning Bad Batch during literally any episode.
And then goes into a 10-minute tangent. Oh. Usually longer than that. Uh-huh. But I mean, we have The Acolyte coming out this upcoming week.
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited. Some other people.
I'm cautiously optimistic is how I would describe it. I'm not jumping up and down excited, but I'm also not hating on it on some other people.
No, yeah, I'm not jumping up and down excited. I'm not yippee. But I am still excited to see how it is.
Yeah. I don't understand. We've already talked about this, but I don't understand why people are hating on it already when
it hasn't even come out. We have nothing to go off of to hate.
And the trailer honestly doesn't give us much either. Sorry, no. But
we're kind of going in blind, honestly.
It's just a bunch of cool fighting shots. I have no idea what the show's gonna be about. I'm gonna be so honest right now. But I mean, it is High Republic, so I'm kind of excited to see that.
We hardly get any. Well, we don't get any High Republic content other than the books, but yeah, I don't read books. I'm sorry.
Did you say you don't read books?
The books. Oh. I don't read. I can't read.
Okay, should we just get started then?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm already nervous about not saying people's usernames right. This is my least favorite part of all this.
Right? Oh, I hate it so much.
It's so embarrassing because I feel like the person's whose username I'm reading is in the room. I feel like they're staring at me, waiting for me to mess up.
They're judging me.
So
they're literally not. It's Justine even. I feel like everyone's just staring at me, and
Okay, so the first one we have is from Alexis. That's what I mean. I don't want to say this wrong. Nayshala? We've read this name before too. This is the other thing. Is a lot of these commenters are you guys have commented before, so we're just mispronouncing your name
again
5 times in a row. It's so
Which
bad.
Is awesome.
Anyway, so she says, Anakin loves sand with all his heart, and if he didn't have to leave Tatooine to go to the Jedi Temple and be away from the sand, then all of his fear, anger, and hate would have ceased to exist, and he would have never turned to the dark side. There's proof. When he talks to Shmi's grave... Is that how you say your name? Okay. He holds sand in his hand, probably for comfort. The whole sand thing is something I love talking about because it's
I don't know. I feel sorry. You go first. I was collecting my thoughts.
Oh, I don't really know if I have anything to say about this, but I just love thinking about the sand thing because it's one of those things where it's memed so much. I hate sand or whatever. But
it's such a good line if it was executed.
Yeah, if it was actually executed well, then it would be really deep. Because Anakin doesn't necessarily hate sand; he just hates the stuff that comes with it.
Have you seen that post where it's what he's trying to tell Padme is that he didn't have the luxury of having nice soft sand in beaches she did. He was literally just covered in rough, coarse sand everywhere.
Yeah, and if that would have been executed good, then it would have been a far line. But
but I still think he feel as much as he hates sand. I do feel he's kind of feels sentimental towards it because it was his home for so long.
I mean, yeah, and like how it says with his mom, I feel like he would associate that with her.
Mm-hmm.
So. But she also has a headcanon.
Ooh, I love
these. Also, I have a headcanon that Hunter and Wrecker saved up a little money on each mission they went on when Omega was gone so that they would spoil her with new clothes when she got back.
That's adorable.
And it would explain why she has, like, such cute clothes.
Canon.
When she's it's canon.
It's canon. I'm Dave Filoni.
I love Bad Batch headcanons. I actually love All Star Wars headcanons because you know how in, like, most fandoms people say headcanon and you're like, okay, you can dream, but, like, that's not...
You can dream.
I feel like all Star Wars ones, I'm like, yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Like,
canon.
Anyway. Your turn.
Okay. This one's by that girl that likes muffins. And says, LOL, this one theory I had before the Bad Batch ended was that Tick might actually be dead. And apparently that was a conspiracy because I got laughed at more.
Val, me and Ashlee. It's actually crazy how if back then if you would say that you think Tech is really dead, people were like,
when we literally saw his death. Like,
and I mean, I understand the people that were like in denial. Obviously, they're like, I might just be in denial, but here's my theories. I respect that, but people that were literally like, no, he's still alive.
Like, getting mad at you for saying he's dead. Like, no, he's alive. Like,
back off. Like, I didn't judge you.
I'm
don't
grieving.
Judge me. It's actually wild.
Goodness. She says, also, I don't know how much you guys are paying attention to the Acolyte, and this is kind of more of a fan theory, but May probably has a twin sister.
I'm guessing May is the
main character?
Yeah.
Oh.
If I wish I knew more about the Acolyte so I could react to this. I'm like,
right?
May watch her have a twin sister.
Crazy. Can you imagine?
Then I would post this and we'd get a bunch of views. And I would take all the clout and
and steal all the credit and get rich.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, this is from I can't talk. Gymnast Kristen 5824. A theory from a while ago online, but some people say Ahsoka was the Loth or Loth?
I say Loth.
I think I say Loth too, but now I'm second guessing. Loth Wolf who Ezra met, and I like to think it's true somehow. Which one?
Like when?
I'm sorry, I'm like
the
slow.
white one? Like the white one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember when that theory was circulating. Wait, this is a while ago.
That was a while ago. Throwback.
I remember my dad telling me this when I was like in elementary school.
Maybe? I don't know, honestly. Because Ahsoka does have like a lot of force in her, you know, because of the sister.
And I feel like there was
the
a
daughter,
lot of
whatever she's freaking called.
There was a lot of symbolism that could contribute to this one. I would need to rewatch Rebels.
Right, it's been a while.
It's kind of fuzzy, but I remember at the time when I heard this theory, I liked it, and I wanted to.
I think it's a good theory. I just don't, like, I don't know.
We are not, like, we're gonna be reacting to your theories. We react and we're like, I don't know.
Maybe?
Maybe? Did I just go backwards? What is going on with your phone? Sorry,
what's going on with you?
Okay, there, it's ready.
Sounds like a skill issue, honestly.
Okay.
This one, I'm sorry, I laugh every time I see this person say their name. Cause okay, this one's by TechSimp9902.
It just takes me back to the one episode we did
sorry
where we're like, sorry for your loss. That was actually crazy.
We were crazy for that one. Okay. Says, my theory is that Obi-Wan and Satine's child is actually quirky. I'm not buying the whole nephew thing. Macy does not like that
Here's
theory.
the thing. I like this theory. I think it's funny, but I just I don't think it's true.
I don't know. I like the theory just for like kicks and giggles. Like, I think it's funny, but I don't know if it's like actually true. You know what I mean?
I think it's funny on a level where like, yeah, he looks really similar. And so I love just like, I think it's funny. Like, I don't know how else to explain
for kicks and giggles.
Yeah, but there's so many things where I'm like, I just do not see this happening. Like, for one, like,
you don't think he would just like have a child and leave?
Yeah, because I feel like I feel like that's disrespectful to her. Like, Obi-Wan's better than that. I feel like if he knew that they were having a child, he would be like, I'm leaving the order and we can raise the child. Like, he wouldn't be like, oh, let's just hide it. Unless she didn't tell him. That's the only thing that would make sense.
That's the only thing, because I'm like, he literally said, like, if she asked him to leave, he would have.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they literally had a kid, he would leave. But, like, if she didn't tell him, then, like...
I feel like if they got to a point where they were more than friends, at that point where they're, like... like, having the child... I feel like if they're getting to that point, Obi-Wan would just leave, like you said. Like, I see Anakin doing that because he literally did, but it's like, I feel like Obi-Wan would put more, like, if it got to the point, he'd be like, yeah, I'm dedicating my life towards you and not the world.
No, yeah.
I think it's more just, like, my take on his character, not necessarily, I don't know. This theory is, like, when I first saw it, I was like, okay. Also, who names are freaking...
Corky.
Corky? Like, why?
Like, is he quirky?
It sounds like a dog name.
Corky, come here.
Doesn't it? Like...
It does, though.
Anyway, so...
Corky's a horrible kid name.
Mm-hmm.
Some kid listening named Corky. It's just like...
Okay, if your name's Corky, I'm sorry.
Not. I'm just kidding.
I want to know how you feel about that. Okay. Wait, is my turn? Yeah. Okay. This one is from I Am Savvy, I think. 1820. Anakin never would have turned to the dark side if Ahsoka didn't leave the order. This one's like a pretty common one.
Yeah, I feel like it was pretty much like a tipping point for Anakin. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that was the last thing that really like tipped him over the edge. But there were a lot of things leading up to him turning to the dark side, so I don't know if Ahsoka, well, I don't know if Ahsoka was still there that he would like not turn, you know what I mean? Because like we still have the whole thing with like Padme and like wanting to save her, so that's why he's like turned to the dark side, and like Palpatine's manipulation.
Yeah, no, that part definitely plays a big role. I think...
Because he literally, like, saw Ahsoka, like, before. You know what I mean? Like, right before he turned to the dark side.
I think one thing that could have been different if she had stayed is that I feel like she could have been more of a voice of reason for Anakin. Because I feel like with Obi-Wan, Anakin didn't trust himself to tell Obi-Wan these things because Obi-Wan's pretty dedicated to the Order. Where I feel like if this whole thing had gone down like Palpatine and stuff, Anakin could have maybe. I mean, Ahsoka could have maybe.
Because Ahsoka, like, understood, like...
Yeah.
Or, like, distrust in the council.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess we
we'll
can
never know.
Like, I want to see a what if series if... Like, what if Ahsoka had stayed?
Right?
But... I don't know. It's hard.
Because there's just so many factors into Anakin turning to the dark side.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
I don't know. That's a good theory. Like, I like that.
Solid.
One. Yeah, solid.
A+.
Okay, here you go. That one's gonna have me thinking a lot, though.
I don't want to pronounce this usually.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Okay, this isn't anything against you guys either. It's just me, like, being illiterate. I'm just kidding. This one's by Parker O'Haran, I'm guessing, 1882. And it says, this theory I heard a while ago, the sequels take place in an alternate timeline, a timeline where Vader actually killed Ahsoka because the failed clone project in Mando Season 2 was Snoke. But if Ahsoka died in another timeline, then Ahsoka would have never told Mando to bring Grogu to the planet. I forget the planet's name. And if Ahsoka didn't tell Mando about it, Grogu would have never called out to Luke. And if Luke wasn't there to take Grogu, the Empire would have captured it, and if they captured it...
This is actually insane.
Then they would have Grogu's blood to successfully make a clone, and the successful clone is Snoke in the alternate timeline.
I am shook. That's a lot of dedication.
But dang, like...
Okay, I mean...
That's a lot of thought.
I don't know if I can...
Would I love for it to be an alternate timeline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brain is very much... still trying to process all that, and it's having a hard time. But
it like low-key like sounds like solid, like, you know,
yeah,
like there's so much reasoning behind it.
I love that if blah blah blah, then if blah blah blah,
then if blah blah blah, then blah blah blah, then
that's actually crazy.
Bro went on like a whole rabbit hole. But
That's actually, like, a conspiracy theory.
That's a conspiracy theory right there. I think, honestly, that would be best. I really need them to, like, get rid of the sequels. Like, be like, these aren't canon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because regardless of what you think of the sequels, even if you love them, I just feel like we have to acknowledge that there's some things that they just, like, kind of... It doesn't add up to what...
What do you mean Palpatine's back?
And what do you mean Luke is the way he is? Like, I just don't understand
That
why
is
he's acting
not
like that.
Luke Skywalker. Like, I feel like all of the recent Star Wars projects have been trying to fix what the sequels did.
Yeah.
And I feel like they should just go to the sequels and be like, not canon. And so they can continue. You know what I mean?
But then, like, that would seem kind of weird also.
It would seem weird. I don't know. Sequels, like, ruined a lot of things, honestly.
Yeah.
Like Luke's character.
Okay. Next we have is from Skyway. I say this wrong every time. I'm not even kidding. Okay. In the Bad Batch, Ryo Chuchi is all of... Why can't I not read?
Whoa, how'd you say that?
Ryo Chuchi?
Ryo?
Yeah.
Is that her name? Have I been pronouncing
Wait, what
it?
did you say? Say it. Now I'm feeling self-conscious.
No, I'm probably saying it wrong.
I'm probably saying it wrong.
I say Rio. Which one is it?
I'm gonna look that up in a sec. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep saying Ryo, but now I'm very self-conscious.
I'm probably not saying it wrong.
Ryo Chuchi is all of a sudden interested in clone rights, right? And of course that may be simply due to her good heart and her sense of justice, but my headcanon is that something, or someone, must have thrown gas on the fire and strengthened that passion for clones. I'm so out of breath. Like,
You got this, queen?
Okay. It may just be... I don't know how to pronounce this ship name.
Goodness, dude.
Make a better one. Call it, like, Rocks. It's
Rocks?
Fox. It's Fox and Ryo, but I don't know how to pronounce the ship name. Fox.
Make another one. I can't even pronounce it.
Or I also don't know if I'm pronouncing her actual name right, so I don't know. Okay, shipper and me, but I love to think that that Ryo and Fox had a secret relationship in the past, and after he got his neck freaking snapped by Vader, she realized she couldn't keep silent anymore. I'm sorry.
That got me so off guard.
And she realized she couldn't keep silent anymore, and there was no longer any reason to do so. I may be a tad delusional, but that's what makes theorizing fun.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel... Because... I'm just gonna call her Chuchi. I don't even want to know. She's always been, like, always kind-hearted. You know what I mean? Like they mentioned. And just, like, always wanting for people to get what they deserve. Justice sort of way. Like, that I feel like her love for clones didn't completely come out of nowhere, because now that they are, like, totally abandoned by the Empire and they don't have anywhere to go since there's no war, she sees a need for them, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's been, like, a debated topic in Bad Batch because they were, like, laid off essentially.
That sounds so weird.
Right?
Like, because it's such, like, a... like, a business term, I guess. And so you're, like, the clones are
You're
laid
fired. As for that ship, I haven't watched Clone Wars in so long, so I genuinely have no idea where it came from.
I also, like...
Can someone explain to me, like...
Okay, I love the idea, and, why can't we not talk? Can we just also talk about how much I struggled reading that entire theory? It was, 2 paragraphs long, and it took me, like, 30 minutes, because, one, I couldn't pronounce a few things, and also I just kept laughing. Anyway.
Someone's struggling today.
I honestly have always liked the idea of, like... How do I even, like, say this without sounding weird? Like...
Weird way to lead a sentence.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm just, like, trying to find a good way to word it.
No, I know.
Okay. So... I'm sorry. I'm actually struggling today. I'm not even kidding. My brain actually hurts. So, clones are very... I don't know where I'm going with any of this. Okay. So, as an example, the whole, like, Cut and Sue thing, that whole arc, I think has always been interesting to me because it makes you wonder, like, how many clones... Because the clones, like, didn't have a choice to get put into this life. So how many of them were like, well, I don't want to do this. Like, I want to actually have a family, or, like, I want to go do this, blah, 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 whatever. And so that was interesting to see. So I've always liked the, like, theories or something of an idea of, like, a clone, like, either just, like, falling in love with someone.
What's that one ship? And it's the Jedi in her general. Like, what are their names?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember their...
Because I actually like that ship. Because I actually know where they're coming from.
It's interesting. Like, especially, like, a Jedi and clone thing. I think that would be such an interesting thing to explore.
And devastating.
I think there's actually a book that has something like that in it, but I don't know if it's canon or not. I don't know much about it. But, sorry, that took me so long to say, but I just think things like that are interesting. And so I think the idea of the ship is also interesting. Like, she's not a Jedi, but it's still something to think about. But, okay, the actual theory, I don't know. Like,
that's like a long time to wrap around.
People listening, like, you're so stupid.
They put up with us for this long. I think they're used to our stupidity.
True.
They're like, no, I just listen for the content. They're like, I don't like you.
So, I think this theory's cool. I don't know if I, like, necessarily think it could be true or not, but I like it.
I keep
it's
thinking
creative.
that right here is, like, my shoulder. And it's, like, exposed. But it's just, like, the couch.
Some people aren't watching the video right now, so they have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. Just...
Okay, well, that took forever, but yeah, thanks for sharing. Okay, so we looked up how to pronounce Ryo's name, and it is Ryo, but you said...
It was originally pronounced Rio in Clone Wars, but apparently in Bad Batch they changed it to Ryo.
So, we learn something new every day, I guess.
So we're both right!
That's interesting. That's... Why would they change the pronunciation?
I don't know.
Anyway.
They said there's, like, voice actors just, like, got a different accent. I don't know what happened. Whoopsie.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, this one...
I hate my... Oh, crap. I forgot to turn the fan off. Or down. Guys, I literally last time was like, the fan isn't that loud, it'll be fine. Then I went back and edited it. It was loud. Oh my gosh, it's not as loud this time, but I'm praying that you can't really hear it. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at this.
They're gonna get off. They're gonna... Alright, this one's by ya boy Silas, and
ya boy
makes me giggle. Okay. When the Jedi take the Force-sensitive infants, they rename them so they don't look for their families once they grow up. They did not do this with Anakin because he was old enough to know his name. This would explain why all the Jedi have such unique names. Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon.
Wait.
That's crazy.
You might actually be onto something. Okay, wait, but wasn't Ahsoka's name? She was born with Ahsoka, right?
Yes. It's just not Tales of the Jedi.
Oh, the silence. Maybe. You are always saying it like, what's his name? From the one wig name. Well, oh my gosh, what is his name? I feel so bad.
What's his name?
I don't know, but the one where it's like, will you wear wigs? Maybe?
Maybe.
Okay, anyway.
It's a possibility, but maybe they did it with, like, before, like, Ahsoka came, you know what I mean? And then they're like, oh, maybe we should stop doing that.
It's actually really sad to think about.
Yeah.
They
essentially, like, steal babies. And then, like, take them away from their families. Being like, that is wild.
That's actually depressing. Why do Star Skins come up with these things? Can you lock that? That's... Yeah. I don't know what to say to that. Okay.
Speechless.
Next we have is Salty Sid 99. And this one is a lot, so we'll go through each one.
Did you skip one?
I might have. Oh, yeah, I did. Sorry. I'll just have you read that one and we'll go back on track. Okay, hopefully not... What?
Did you read the username of the new one?
No, I'm doing this one.
Okay.
What is so confusing? I already introduced, so I'm just going with it, and you can read the last one.
Okay. I was just confused. Calm down. Like, you haven't been struggling this entire episode.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. So the first one says, Tantus has that weird sterile dentist office smell that kind of tickles your nose. I can't really describe it, but it definitely smells like that, you know?
I can smell it.
I can smell it.
And probably, or like, there's a cleaner that doctors use, and it, ugh.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine it's like, I imagine it smells like that, like, very clean, obviously, or, yeah, like a dentist office. Icky. I hate that smell.
Like, every time I watched Tantus scenes, I pictured it smelling, like, really
clean.
I don't know.
Yeah,
exactly. So you might be onto something with that, but I can definitely see it. Okay. One of the IT guys at my high school is apparently a Bad Batch fan, and he thinks Omega is Rey's mom. I definitely don't agree, especially after the finale, but good for him, I guess.
That's
didn't
crazy.
we read about that one? Wait, didn't we? Or there was something.
Did we?
I swear this might not be the exact thing.
Like, where he got that. Genuinely.
Oh, it wasn't this. It was the theory we read where it said that Sabine was Rey's mom or something.
Where did he get that? Where did he get that?
Wait. Omega's Rey's mom? I want you to go up to him and I want you to ask him where he got that. Have him explain.
Genuinely, because like I haven't. Where would that even come from?
Also, why would she be living in a poor planet instead of on Tabu with her family, or like fighting the rebellion? This is interesting. Okay. Okay. Wild
He's crazy. I'm just kidding.
Go up to him and shame him
for being wrong.
Okay, wildest one. I don't even know if I've shared this before or not, but basically, Rukh is not his own. If you guys don't remember who that is, it's the assassin in Rebels. Is not his own species or anything. He's just the mangled remains of Hemlock after he painstakingly somehow kept himself alive. This theory was developed pre-finale, and now he's just nasty and animalistic. However, he still works for the Empire for literally no reason. This is nightmare fuel.
Speechless.
This is nightmare fuel.
That is like, I feel like something that would come out of freaking FNAF, bro.
I'm terrified. I am terrified. It's the mangled remains of Hemlock for me.
Oh.
Ew.
I can't do this anymore.
Okay, this was actually like, this is what I wanted. I wanted like juicy, like crazy ones like this.
There's some crazy ones in there.
I don't even know what to say.
Where'd you come up with that? Genuinely.
I just love the idea. Okay, so this like scientist gets shot a million times. She said it was developed pre-finale, but anyway, gets shot a bunch of times, falls. He's like turns into this whole different animal.
How did he even become that? Like, experiments on himself again? Like,
okay, that's plausible. I could see him just totally absolutely wrecking his body.
Yeah, but like, to that
really? Becomes an assassin. He's like, I don't care about science anymore. I just want to kill people.
Right.
Poor Swarthon.
Alrighty.
That's interesting. Okay, last one. Well, not last one. Last one from Salty Sid. If they met, Price and Hemlock would have been more than friends if there wasn't so much of an age difference. I don't really know the Rebels Bad Batch timeline, but it just seems wrong, if you know what I mean. I love these.
Whoa there!
I'm trying to think of age difference. I think before...
Sid is wild in today.
Before Rebels, Price was, I think, in her 20s.
Yes.
And Hemlock, I would say, was like in his like early 30s in Bad Batch. So I think it's a pretty big age gap. But honestly, they're made for each other because they're both pieces of crap.
Don't you feel like they piss each other off?
Honestly, yeah. Well, yeah, because Price is like, they're both kind of calculated, but Price just like gets, like, she just like does things without thinking, I feel like.
Very impulsive.
And
And Hemlock is
feel
anything but.
I feel like that would annoy Hemlock, actually.
I got a hair on my mouth.
I'm sorry. But anyway, those were really fun, so thanks for sharing those.
Crazy. Yeah. Oh my.
Oh my. I'm gonna be thinking of that Hemlock one forever now.
Haunted.
I'm never gonna think of Rukh the same way again.
Oh. Every time I'm looking at him, I'm like, Hemlock, is that you?
It'll be a new inside joke that no one's gonna understand.
Okay, this one's by Snippy Hera. Says headcanon, Crosshair cut Tech's hair for him as a cadet once, and his hand slipped and shaved a little bit too much hair. I'm sorry. He cut the other side to match, and that's why Tech has a goofy haircut. Every time Tech's hair comes up in a conversation, Crosshair probably has to try not to laugh so that Tech won't think his hair is bad.
Wait, I love how people come up with these things to kind of just explain why, like, some characters just have ugly features. Like, I'm sorry.
That is genuinely so funny. How he's just like, oops, and like, fixes
oopsies.
Tech's like, does Tech's like...
He went like this after he said he did the posting out. Oopsies. Okay, I apologize for the yapping. The dog yapping for a brief second. It should be gone right now. I mean, it should be silent. Anyway.
Not quiet.
Whose turn is it?
It's mine. I still haven't finished Snippy Harris.
Oh, that's right. We got interrupted.
Because we were making freaking jokes about Crosshair. Okay, she said, I also have a headcanon that Hunter's face tattoo continues down his whole body on that one side. That's a very popular headcanon.
I believe it, honestly.
Probably.
Because I just find it weird that, like, because it's in his neck, right? Have you ever seen his neck?
I don't know.
Because
I don't focus on his neck too much. I'm just
kidding.
kidding.
It was just his face. It would make sense. But to have it, if it went down to his neck, it'd be so weird if it just cut off right here. Like, I feel like that'd be weird.
That's a very popular headcanon. Because I've seen freaking fan art, I don't really want to.
Yeah, it's valid.
I don't, like, it's scary, honestly.
But yeah,
I keep getting into fandoms where everyone, like, simps over, like, my father figure, so I see fan art I don't want to see.
And the fact that, wait, what would you say is the most simped over character in Bad Batch? Because I was gonna say Hunter, but, like, simps have been kind of just, like, taken over.
Crosshair is a pretty, like, steep competitor. And Tech.
That's what I'm saying, is there's been a resurgence in Tech simps.
A lot. I'd still say Hunter, though.
I think you're right. I don't know, it's hard to know. Should we just put up a poll? Who do you simp for?
Who do you simp for?
For research purposes. Literally, though.
Literally.
Okay, the next one's from I Pay Cat, I think is what it says. A headcanon is that all the clones speak broken pieces and phrases of Mandoa or Mandalorian. Having even that little bit of culture is special to them.
That's a popular one as well, and I honestly think it's canon to me.
It's canon to me, too. I feel like the whole fandom just kind of accepted it as canon a while ago, but yeah. Because, like you said, I feel like that's, like, a little bit of culture that they
all
have.
Of them share.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like that one's a good one. And it is pretty much, like, canon.
Yeah.
The fandom.
Your turn. That one was, sorry, it was kind of short, but...
That's it.
Oh, that's it. Are you sure?
That's it.
Why do I feel like there should have been more?
That's it.
Okay, well... Yeah, that's all of them.
Should be, like, not right in? Like, why are some, like, gray and then some are, like, black?
Oh, because when I clicked on the comment, if you click on it, it goes gray, and if you click out, it goes black.
Oh.
Sorry. Anyway, we will probably do, like, a part 2. Ashley kind of suggested doing, like, just a headcanons one, like, reading all your guys' headcanons, which I would love to do.
I love headcanons. They're so fun.
I love them so
Especially
much.
for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars are, like, so accurate. Most of the time.
Speaking of headcanons, someone actually commented one on this channel, I think, and I would like to share it. I already talked to Ashley about it, but it was when we were talking about the finale in Bad Batch Season 3, which, spoilers, if you haven't watched it yet. Okay. That was, like, some time for people to click off. I know, I'm just, like, I'm saying if people are, like, haven't watched it yet and they're clicking on this.
Yeah.
Anyway, how we were talking about how it was weird that, like, Omega just planned on leaving without saying goodbye to any of them, because Hunter's like, oh, you're just gonna sneak off. And we're like, that's so weird. I don't remember who, but someone commented and said that they think that she had already told the entire batch that she was leaving, and all of them, like, accepted it, and they hugged her and, like, said their goodbyes, kind of. But Hunter was the only one that was, like, mad about it because he's protective and didn't want her to go.
Because he's Hunter.
Yeah, and this is so in character, by the way, and so they would kind of, like, fight about it a little bit, and then that's when she'd be like, well, I don't care, I'm just gonna sneak off anyway, and then that's when he found her, and they talked about it. Honestly, not even headcanon at this point, it's just canon. Like, I believe that.
It is canon, because that's the only, like, explanation on why she would just, like, leave.
Yeah. Why else was she... That's just so
like,
weird.
you cannot tell me that she just left without telling anyone. Like, that is horrible. Queen?
Yeah, that's...
canon in my mind, so...
I wonder if that, like, if everyone else figured that, but we were just slow. I want to know how many people were just like, yeah, we just thought that. Like,
we're like, yeah, congrats, you caught up with the rest of us.
Probably, honestly.
This
one was kind of short, but... Yeah, again, we might do a part 2, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any more theories or headcanons, leave them in the comments, and we will comment, or we'll reply. Reply. I'm so sorry, my brain. My brain, guys. I'm just struggling today. It's not working today. Do you have anything else?
I don't think so.
Next time we do an episode, it'll be after The Acolyte has come out, so maybe we can talk about...
We'll have another show to talk about afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm in a Bad Batch deficit, honestly.
Yeah. Live, laugh, love, Bad Batch. Okay. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.